It's been a week now since I stopped walking. 3 weeks, 3.5 weeks was solo, and then a couple of weeks with my partner, Nadine. So I've had some time to reflect. There was some great benefits of doing this walk, partly because it was something I didn't really want to do. And so there's a different type of benefit from that. It wasn't a pleasure walk for me. So the mindset was challenging to go through it day by day and stay focused. Now I'm on a beach in Spain just above Barcelona. And there's a cliche response that, whatever we do, it makes us who we are, and I'm glad that I did it for all those reasons. But there's some things that are a cop-out when you just give that response. It was a challenge regulating the experience of taking care of my motivation mentally and my body physically. It was more difficult than I anticipated, especially at the beginning, and it got smoother as it went along. But I got to see also some things when it came to how people were supportive and what it meant documenting the experience. And I feel more than anything else grateful and surprised by that aspect, not of my personal journey, physically, literally. But man, my brother, what a guy. Other people that have expressed their thoughts about what Nadine and I have put up has also been quite a surprising and inspiring thing. That just being open has helped people see things in a little bit of a different way. And this is a video, I don't know if I put it up or not, just about the difficulty of being open in a good way. I'll go back through and see if I did, and I'll put it up if I didn't. It's easy. It's easy to walk. The difficulty is, for the way that I see it anyway, is when you stop and you have choices and you have decisions that aren't just based on one day to the next, and do I have enough food, and where am I going to sleep because there's a storm. Then it becomes complicated. Life is actually That's pretty simple, eh? We get caught up in desires and thinking we need to accomplish something in life, and maybe there's some practical truth in that. We can't be sedentary and expect things to be good for us. But also, we can't always be looking to the outside for meaning and purpose. The easiest times were actually the hardest times were actually the easiest. The night where it was miserable and I was in the rain, setting up camp, all the decisions were very simple, straightforward. There was no real guessing what needed to be done. Sure, I had had experience before in some of those situations, so I knew I wasn't going to die. But coming out of that, it can be not just confusing, it can be anxiety driven sometimes. Like, how do I deal with the emotions of other people in relation to my own? I want to be in a situation where I don't have to go through everything alone or die alone. And especially when we're younger, that's not a contemplation. But that's a real thing. So what did I get from it? I know that in some ways I am very resilient, quite strong. I know how, after many years, how to regulate my body. I know that after having a period of time where I physically could not walk and my leg was paralyzed, that I can do these things again on a fairly high level. There's a new confidence that brings. I realize that motivations change, and the ability to drive myself is different than it used to be. I'm not trying to conquer nature like maybe I was sometimes in the past. That gives an obvious motivation. I'm gonna get the highest peak in the area. I'm gonna do the most challenging amount of distance. I'm going to go as fast as I can and compare that to other people. That's not there, so where does the motivation come from for this kind of thing now? I'm not so driven by seeing the next beautiful thing, but one thing I was really happy about is I don't take for granted any lake, any sunset. And I think that was a nice surprise when I talked to other people. Man, it doesn't matter how many times I see a beautiful thing in nature. At the same time, the same thing as every morning when I wake up next to Nadine. It's, man, how lucky. I get to see these things. I'm alive. It's great. It's fucking great. Life is great. And emotionally, sometimes it can be difficult when you have a lot of choice and you don't know what to do. I feel that. I feel that because it's in my face now. What's the next thing? I have an idea along with Nadine about what I want to do, what that looks like on a piece of property. Maybe I even have a pretty good idea of the steps that it needs to take, but I still have to figure out how to do that wisely and compassionately with someone else who may see things a little bit different or has different fears than I do. And that as well, it can be so easy to just, like, is it easier to be alone? Fuck yeah, it is. In some respects. And also that on the trail. It's also so much nicer to share it with someone. And it's also been nice to share it with people I don't know. And I didn't think that would be a thing. It's been nice to be open to strangers and to close friends and to family. That's been nicer than I thought it would be. It's been a lovely, difficult journey. I've learned some things about myself that I'm proud of. I've learned some things about myself again that I am surprised by and can improve on. And I'm very grateful. I'm very grateful to the people that have taken the time to send me messages. I'm very grateful to my brother who has allowed all of this to be a possibility. Without him, maybe I wouldn't even be able to walk right now, to have done this. These things are... It's weird how easy it is to forget. The hardest thing is to remember. Remember why did I fall in love with somebody? How bad were things? How good were things? Remember that the beauty of the thing that I'm seeing now is no different, even though I've seen it 100 times. This is the beauty of kids a lot of times in our life, or the beauty of somebody else that we can share it with. The fact of the matter is, it's still beautiful personally. Not forgetting that is maybe a skill, and it's a gift if we can do it. Just looking at the world with fresh eyes all the time. Beauty doesn't change just because you see it every day. So thank you for everybody that said it was inspiring. Thank you for the people that made it possible. It's a nice reminder that beauty hasn't changed. It's wonderful to be alive.